Hi there Virgo, welcome back to Wild Lotus Tarot. This is going to be your weekly intuitive tarot reading for July 27th through to August the 2nd. Let's start with the oracle cards. Just going to pull a couple of these cards and see what your overarching themes or messages may be for the week. That one's poking out. Oh yes, just say yes. This is a very definite divine confirmation, this card. I mean, this card here says, don't overthink it, just say yes. Is there something that you've been wanting to move forward with, but you've kind of been sitting on the fence? It says that this may be the green light to go this week. Let's see what else comes out. Go to the Yogic Path deck now for Virgo. What do they need to know? Oh, I just had this for, I believe it was for Scorpio, for Shooter, throat chakra. So that can mean that there might be something that needs to be communicated this week, something that's on your heart or sharing your feelings. It might be pivotal to this moving ahead or accepting an offer. Maybe you need to speak up. Let's get the full story out here, Virgo, starting with the Rider-Waite. We will be pulling the first card for your recent past, energies that may be leaving, completing or transitioning in your life. What have you been journeying for Virgo? Well, Nine of Cups. Some of you have been in a good place. We've also got the clarifiers are though, but what a beautiful card, what a beautiful start. It's a lot about contentment and satisfaction, but it's not sort of, satisfaction that's just come on a silver platter. It's earned. The Nine of Cups is somebody who has moved on from the Eight of Cups, moved away from what's not fulfilling them in order to go after this, in order to seek it. The Moon, that's your current or focused energy. So this can be a card of intuition, can be something else going on behind the scenes, or this need to kind of integrate, to come out, maybe to share your voice. Let's go for outcome in your future energy. Then the clarifiers will put the extra layer on this that we need. Here it goes. Oh, it's the Lovers. Okay, can be dealing in the realm of love or soulmate energy. It can also be a big decision around a matter of the heart. We have got the Six of Cups at the bottom of the deck as well. So two number sixes, six being the number of healing, of harmony, moving into a time of smooth sailing, of contentment after a harder time. So that's looking positive actually, guys. Clarify that Nine of Cups. Ooh, Akashic Record. That's my card of predestiny. Whatever is unfolding here, it's saying that it is time for this to unfold for you, and I do believe in that. I'll probably grab another clarifier if I need to. I've got two that's just fallen out for the Moon. Oh, interesting. The Tower and the Empress. Now that says that there is, definitely something that you are maybe wanting to manifest or create here, but it stands beyond this tower, behind this tower. So this could be, whatever is kind of coming out of the shadows there. I think that is what is going to lead to, the full kind of embracing of this Nine of Cups energy. Let's clarify the Lovers. Feeling like it might be a personal revelation tower rather than a tower falling down in your life. Something that's going to help you integrate. There it goes. Four of Pentacles. Okay. Maybe a little bit of holding on. I've got the Ten of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So there is some really positive energies here. And we've got the Tower in the mix. Interesting. Okay, Virgo, I'm going to do some clarifying here. I'll put the Six of Cups down. It's interesting that the Tower, is in this reading. The Tower has actually just been everywhere. I've had a few people commenting on the channel going, oh gosh, how many towers do my sign have to go through? And I've been saying back, it's not just your sign, it's everywhere. And it's been like that for the last few months. We're going through a tower moment on a global scale. And of course, whatever's happening on the macro, we're normally journeying on the micro as well, but it's not always, you know, chaos and pulling structures down in our lives. Sometimes it is a big revelation or an illusion being shattered. It normally is fairly significant, but it doesn't mean to say it's happening externally. It can be internally as well. So I'm going to clarify the Nine of Cups. Yeah, I feel like you're moving closer to a sense of harmony here. Let's clarify the Nine of Cups, please, for Virgo. We've got the Seven of Wands. Yeah, so you're moving closer towards harmony here, Virgo, but it's been a bit of a hard-won battle is what I'm hearing here. I've got the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck, which fits in with that sense of predestiny from Akashic Records. Yeah, so I feel like there is a sense here that you're moving closer to what you desire, but it's taken a process of moving away from what's no longer serving you. So the person in the Nine of Cups, as I mentioned before, has made the journey from the Eight of Cups. Now, the Eight of Cups reality is where we have 8 cups, and that's really good, but there's a piece missing, there's a hole in it. So some of you may have had to let a situation go, have had to kind of maybe fight an inner demon, have had to kind of go through a bit of a battle in order to be sitting here with your 9 cups. So that's what I'm seeing here, and there might be a final piece that's required in order to get to the 10. I've got 10 of Pentacles here. It's not the 10 of Cups, but it's still a card of living your best life, of whatever that means to you. You know, in the Rider version of this card, we see the family with the generational living, enough money, beautiful home, pets, and that kind of thing. So it's like there's still a cup to get, and I feel like it's only one tower away for you. You've fought your way to this position, you're kind of sitting pretty, but there's still another piece to the puzzle. So Akashic Record says it's your time. Yeah, I feel like this is a predestined time, and there's been life lessons in this leading up to this time. So the concept of Akashic Records is that it's quite interesting, guys, and I don't know if you believe in this, all of you. If you don't, just tune out for a sec. That our soul has a library, and throughout its journey in lifetimes, you know, everything that has kind of happened, and also the things that we have agreed to happen in this lifetime, are imprinted on those records, and it kind of unfolds, and also we can tune into that as well, and we can gain that information. But when I see this card, which is an extra major arcana in this particular deck, the Starchild Tarot, it's my predestiny card, because something that you've already signed up for or written is at a pivotal stage of playing out here, right? And I think it's about, you know, breaking down those final towers to get to your 10. So there's been a bit of a struggle so far. I mean, we've had to have, you know, resilience and persistence. That's the number 7 in order to attain this. 7's the number of understanding and attainment. So it's like, okay, you've had to push to get to this 9. And yeah, I mean, there's a sense that, you know, there are those, you know, ultimate fertile pastures, that ultimate reality very close to you. You're just fighting off some final kind of hurdle, and you've got the higher ground here though, Virgo, so it's a really positive sign. So that's what I'm seeing here, and you know, it might just be one important communication away that's going to bring it through a tower, one important decision away that you need to say yes to. I feel like it's imminent for a lot of you, and it's a general reading, guys, so you'll know what the situation relates to for you. Could be moving closer to career fulfillment for some of you, or, you know, relocating to a place that you're really happy, getting into the relationship that you're happy in. We do have the Lovers here in the deck. It doesn't always mean that it's just limited to love, but, you know, it is a kind of an indication that it could be. So focus energies, the Tower, the Empress, and the Moon. Yeah, I mean, the Empress energy, she's the biggest card of possibility in the tarot. So this is saying to me that all the possibilities and potentially something quite fundamental or significant that you want to create is just waiting behind this tower for you, Virgo, right? The Tower. Now, the Tower is together here with the Moon. It's the clarifier for the Moon. Let's put the Empress away for a moment because she's behind these. And what's interesting is that the moon can be an illusionary energy. It can be sort of a delusion. It can be something happening in the half light, in the shadows, in the depths, behind the curtain, behind the scenes. So for example, you might be dealing with somebody who's two-faced, you know, a bit of a Jekyll and Hyde, or puts on the mask around you. We all know that that plays out in the workplace a lot. It can also happen with our, you know, people close to us as well, friends, even partners might, you know, especially if we're getting into new relationships, sometimes people put on their best face and we don't really get to know them until a little bit down the track. It can be things like that. Also feeling a big personal shift, a revelation, a embodiment here. Maybe you are embracing your shadow work. You might be, your shadow side, sorry, you might be doing the work of the, you know, exploring your shadow and integrating that. It can also be information coming up from those subconscious, I really can't talk. I don't think Mercury's in retrograde anymore. It's just me. It can also be information coming up from the subconscious realms through our dreams, remembering memories from the past. And if you want to go there, even past life, we do have Akashic records in the spread, and all sort of starting to make sense, or something big coming up that really shakes your foundation, that really sort of shakes things up for you. So that's what I'm seeing here. It can be a secret revealed. There can be that slight element of betrayal here as well. You might be going through a situation like that, but this is where it starts to, it's through bringing it out, it's through exposing it, whatever this is. That's when the path forward starts to be revealed, because through exposing it, it's going to bring down a tower. So it's like bringing it out into the open. Pathway out gets revealed, and I feel like it might be you who's speaking up and saying, actually, you know, where do I really stand in this situation, or what's really going on? And the yes is like, you know, should you bring this out into the open? The answer is yes, because waiting behind that is the Empress. This creative force, number 3, she is such a creative force. She stands for abundance, fertility, blessings, and she births or helps you create, co-create what it is that you're desiring. You know, is there something you've been trying to get off the ground? Is there something that you're trying to move forward with? Because she is the one that can help you make that real. She's a really beautiful energy. She's all about working with those natural, you know, cycles and rhythms as well, getting back in touch with nature. But yeah, she stands behind the tower, so I feel like the tower needs to fall, and it's going to reveal the Empress, and she's going to help shift you. She's going to help shift you into a period where you can really create what you desire. Now, we have at the end of the spread here, near future outcome energy, the 4 of Pentacles and the Lovers. Yeah, I mean, the Lovers could mean that you're dealing with either a soulmate, twin flame energy, lover, partner, very close friend or colleague. But I feel like this is the decision, because before the Lovers was just a card of, you know, love and romance in the tarot. It was one of the cards of the biggest decisions around a matter of the heart. And I feel like it's the decision to somehow expose the truth here, or to speak up and share your heart, share what's on your heart. And that is a big decision, because it's going to bring down a tower, and I think you know that, or there's going to be a massive revolution or a massive shattering or crumbling of an illusion for you or another party. And I think the 4 of it's 4 of Pentacles, crystals is Pentacles in this deck. This here is the one, it's the kind of holding on. There's a sense of, I really want to hold on to this. Am I ready to let go? Because I know once I let go, it's going to shatter. There's that sense. With the 4 of Pentacles also, there's a sense of whatever this is, it's keeping you kind of confined, a little bit constricted. It might be kind of slowing down your growth in a sense. So it's not until we surrender and let this go that we can really, you know, embrace the Empress. She's that expansive divine goddess, feminine energy. And the 4 of crystals can be sort of like a more of a contracted kind of holding back energy. So that's what it is. It's also a number 4, so it's a foundational energy. So it says that whatever the situation is that is playing out, it's in one of our big foundations, which can be, you know, obviously work, love, values, beliefs. And it's interesting because the Tower is the energy that brings down anything that's built on a shaky foundation. So this is going to test, this Tower is going to test one of your foundations, and we'll see, you know, whether it will fall. The message with the Tower is to surrender and to not hold on or not rebuild from that same place. Otherwise we find ourselves down the track and that Tower's falling again. Whereas the Four of Crystals can really be a card of holding on tightly. So you're being asked to loosen your grip, to surrender, to let it fall. And, you know, that is going to be very pivotal for you. And I think you hold the key here, Virgo. You're a piece. You've got to make some kind of decision or speak up in some kind of way in order to bring the Tower down. But we're ending on 2 sixes. Plus I'm still tuning into that 10 of Pentacles over to the side here. And, you know, the sixes in tarot, like I mentioned before, it's a number of harmony, of growth, of moving into a more beautiful time. A time where you can be open to receive again. A time of great friendship, of love, of joy. That's what the Six of Cups really stands for me. It also stands for growth in a new area. And whatever it is that you may be trying to get off the ground with that Empress energy, it says to me that it can bloom, it can grow, it will be abundant in the next season. If we're talking about love here, it could be also somebody coming back from the past to reconnect with you. And with Akashic Records on this in the spread, I'm not going to limit it to past people that you've known or met. It can be past life energy, and how that shows up is when you meet someone, you feel like you've known them before, you look in their eyes and you can just feel that instant connection. So there could be that happening as well for some of you. But ultimately it means that you're moving into a place of greater joy and harmony. And it seems that it's just one tower away. That might be the title of the reading, just one tower away. Okay, Virgo, I'm going to leave it there. I do hope you enjoyed the reading. Keep in mind it is a general reading for the collective. It won't be everyone's reading this week, and if it's not, don't try and make it fit. If you feel called to share, do leave me a comment. I read them all, and I do try and respond to them all. It helps me get to know you guys and connect to your energies, and I'll see you back here next week for another weekly message.